There is an extraordinary buzz at St. Patrick's High School in Gulu, a location of the Nyandeni local municipality, one of the poorest municipalities of the Eastern Cape. The Department of Tourism and the Department of Trade and Industry, on an initiative by the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Thokozile Xhasa, sent 5 learners who graduated from St. Patrick's High School to China to learn jewelry design. This initiative is supported by the traditional leadership as well as the ANC-led local and national government.
And this let's respect our democracy. Let's go to the station. And this is not border. We're going to give us a declaration. People say you need to use this dish. It means people please give me answer. Oh, true. England is Israel in Babantwana bebe bege ngabe China.
Ungubani sisi?
Umfundisi nonkobongo.
So lenza ntoni namhlanje? What is happening?
Apha kukhona itheko lokwamkela students, the former students of St. Patrick's Senior Secondary School. On Maths and Science. Bebezi visitors zase-China for 6 months.
This is a powerful project.
The project will encourage abantu abasha to go back to school, and encouraging those who are already passed at the high school. But it doesn't mean that this is the end of the world. It means that no matter who but there's still a light out there. So it doesn't forget about the past. Think about the future. Because the past you cannot change it, but your future you can change it.
Wovuyisana nabantwana abazi students bethathwe apha esikolweni abazi former students basuwe China for into skills development. Yona nto isize i-initiative kamama uThokozile Xhasa ayenzileyo as part of the intervention yakhe kwi-community development. There is a process yoba bafakwe kwi-internship programs but there is a discussion about how best can we utilize the current training they have received in China.
But what I'm really liking to hear is that Mama Xhasa, she's from here. She's just from over there. Can the camera just from? There's one of those houses over there in this village, And now she's a national minister, and then she does a project, and then it becomes successful. Are there more coming?
Yes, even next year there is also another intake of students.
The same program.
Maths
and Science.
Yes.
So when they get there, they started designing everything. Mabenzi fashion show. Fashion show.
No, we'll suggest.
What have they learned? We should have seen a fashion show here. What have they learned? You campaign here to learn. We are campaigning for the fashion show from the project. What is the name of the project? Does it have a name? Does it have a certain thing that we can identify it with?
Principal can further elaborate on that area.
We're high school.
We're high school.
Okay. So there are the people inside there by
Yeah.
So what to step
principal walapha St. Patrick's Senior Secondary School. Namhlanje i-community yalapha eGqulu nesikolo esisamkela abantwana ababemke ngo-April bebheke eChina kwi-program ababeyi-organizelwe yi-Department yakwa-Tourism beyokwenza i-course on jewelry design. So namhlanje ke babuye nge-2nd ka-October. So as the community we felt uba masibamkele to inspire nabantwana babantu abangenazinto.
You have actually managed now to make people ready for the working job market.
Yeah. The era we're living in demands skills. So this was a wonderful opportunity for those learners to go to China and learn jewelry design as one of the scarce skills in our country. Because what we're advocating is that the mining of minerals should, as it is done in South Africa, should not only end up being mining, but it should rather go with processing of the mine of the minerals.
Yes.
So they will actually get an opportunity of being the first group in South Africa where actual processing of the minerals will be done by indigenous people of this country.
Wow. So it was only jewelry design, no design for clothing?
No,
jewelry design.
Jewelry design.
Okay, so what are their job perspectives now?
Some of them will open their own businesses, but some of them will be employed in the manufacturing industry, jewelry manufacturing industry.
So when opening a business, you know the problem is startup capital for most of the small SMMEs. So does the program continue to intervene at that level as well?
The Department of Tourism promised to intervene and actually to work with the Department of Trade and Industry in terms of getting opportunities for them to open their own businesses.
Okay, that's great. So until now they've delivered?
Up to now, because they only came in October, on the 2nd of October.
Yes.
I think it will be up to the end of the year, but come January, everything will be fine.
Okay, I mean this is very great. This is a real victory dance for you right now, and everybody came.
Especially for this community.
Kukhethwe abantwana ukuthi bahambe bayofunda eChina for 6 months. So senza eloteko ke ngokubamkela because babuyile bayigqibile le training bebeyenza eChina, which is jewelry. Bebesenza lonto eChina, so babuyile ngo as a community ke ngo siyabamkela apha.
Wow, this is a crazy moment. This is a moment of progress. This is where we celebrate eradication of poverty and we make steps to emancipate ourselves. And what these young people have achieved is actually quite amazing. So I'd like us to talk to them. So I want to try and track them down and get them together so we can talk to them and see what we can get.
The principal of St. Patrick's High School and the Deputy Minister of Tourism pursue a vision of sustainable development through a solid foundation in education and exposure.
Our village is quite organized. Yes. Are you happy?
I'm happy. I'm happy because when you see little children like those ones, in terms of development, because they are from abroad.
Yes.
Doing the jewelry manufacturing.
Yes.
Something better.
Yes.
That is an achievement. In particular from the school.
Yes.
Because this is the part of our school which is in rural areas.
All of these girls were in this school?
All of them. All 5 of them.
My name is now our Metro Conference Center is directly opposite the Galaga Estate, and it's one of the best conference centers in Joburg because we voted the best conference center in Joburg, second to the Arsentin Convention Center. We as the Metro Conference Center, we received a call from Deputy Minister, Mr. Classa, that he has a function that will be hosted at Dulu at St. Patrick's on the 2nd of November. Then she wanted us to do something about it. But because normally our social facilitations and other programs end in September, then we decided that rather than not doing anything, let us just buy these people that went to China a few jackets so that in the process they can also recognize that even if a company is in Johannesburg, it is still able to plow back and recognize the achievements that are achieved by people from a totally different province from where we come from.
My name is Sosura Mkalato. Girls, you're very beautiful. Yes. I'm glad that you had the opportunity to go there, and I hope that you will be able to plow back in the community. Thank you very much.
What did you go and do in China?
Jewelry design.
Jewelry design. All of you?
Yes.
Jewelry design. Is it because you like it, or that was just a chance you were given?
It was a challenge.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Huh?
Every this time, that's my time.
Okay. Tell me, the first day in China, you land at the airport. Tell me, first day in China.
The freezing, it was so fun, it was so cold. Never experienced that cold. Never.
Yes.
Never.
Snow, everything.
So there was no snow, it was cold. It was cold. Very, very cold. Never experienced
Okay.
cold before.
Okay, now let's talk. The people. What about the people?
Yeah, they are right, but they are smashed.
Okay, but they eat a lot of healthy stuff. The garlic and the what. That's why they're healthy, man. They're healthy, eh? And so, okay, let's go to the food. What about the food?
The food sucks. No, but as the first day, when we go to the kitchen, we meet eating noodles, white noodles and grey one, but with different sauce. When we taste it was, we don't like meat. The food was boiled.
The food was not nice. It's funny because the Chinese are actually famous for making good food. They have Chinese restaurants all over the place. We don't. Did you see an African restaurant in there?
Yeah, yes.
An African, like South African.
Yeah, there are some restaurants for foreigners.
For foreigners.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is this. Everywhere where I've been all over the world, there are Chinese restaurants. Chinese restaurants all over the place. Chinese kiosks, Chinese. And their food is actually nice. I thought Chinese food is nice. Noodles and this and, I just don't want the dog. I just don't like eating dogs. Huh? Frogs. They also eat frogs.
Yeah.
Do Chinese eat frogs? Can you say that on TV, that you saw a Chinese eating a frog?
I was once had a friend who was telling us that we are ninja is saying, even the women are in restaurants, frogs and crabs.
Okay, tell me something. Okay, the people, how were the people?
Yeah, it was fun with the people, but the communication, it was the lack of communication.
Why? Nobody speaks English, eh?
They are few people speak English, but they try.
But they try?
They try to speak English, but they can't.
They can't. So anybody got a hunk there, got a guy who's gonna come here and say, I've come with the cows, Chinese cows? No. Nothing? No. Okay. So tell me something about the course. Did you do it in English, or did you have to learn some Chinese in order to work there, in order to learn there?
It was in English.
English?
Yeah.
Okay. When you came back now?
When we were doing in it was in Chinese, but they were some translator into English.
Are you able to make jewelry now? Can you make me a necklace with my logo on it,
Yes, you can. Even this ring.
With what material? What material could you use? Even? That's the watch. Any material. You can work with gold, anything. Huh? So where are you going to get the gold from? Huh? Are you going to open your own businesses, or what are you going to do?
When I get rich.
You want to get rich? Aha. Hire people. All right. That's good. Do you want to get rich too, Sissy? And hire people, or you want to find a job somewhere in a factory?
No.
But don't you think if you go and find a job in a factory, that will give you experience, so that you work faster? You understand all the other machines that will teach you, maybe. You want a job for more experience. So is the program going to help you guys get a job?
Yeah.
So are you going to plow back?
Yeah.
How?
One day, I want to open my company and hire people from my community.
And teach them what you know. We're in China. Where exactly?
In Beijing.
In Beijing. Is Beijing a nice place to be? Did you go to a club or something? You saw the Great Wall. You got pictures.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We climbed the Great Wall.
You climbed the Great Wall.
Yes.
And what about crime? Tell us about crime. Is there, huh? You know, that's not true. Can you get a real close-up of her saying this? Say it again. Say it again. There's what?
There's no crime.
Nah, come on, you can't tell us that, man. How can there be no crime in a society? We are civilized South Africans. We're criminal like that, you see? How does that work? Why is there no crime? Why is there no crime? You don't know. But nobody steals. Nobody rapes. So on TV, when they are watching TV, what is it talking about? Because here, it's always talking about crime and rape and courts and corruption. And so what are they talking about there on that TV? In the news? Or you couldn't understand? Huh? What was the Utini? They sell body parts.
No.
To push you into organized crime. They kill them all. Okay, so what they have right now is human trafficking. That's the crime. Organized crime is there. Can you one day do a presentation, you do something and then present what you've done, to the people here, like here today, they saw you come back. Then one day you have to show them this is what we do.
Yeah, we can come and show them. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would like to thank Mr. Langa and the Deputy Minister for coming to us in the Plaza. Thank you so much. A very big thanks to the Department of Tourism, the Deputy Minister, Plaza.
One of the engines behind Lenton.
Yeah.
One of the elders, one of the community leaders, Dada, we are
kakhulu. Enye into siye soqabela singayazanga le memo isiqubulisile lo msebenzi. Kodwa uThixo into zezakhe.
Okay.
Hayi izo zethu ngibona mhlawumbe zezakhe because besesityhiliza nje ngezifuyo.
Okay. So unayo ke umyalezo for umama uminister. Umyalezo ungamnika wona nje ukuthi ke in relation to abantwana ke njengomuntu omdala elaleni.
Uminister lokhu sithi thina xa elapha ugodukile usinika ke ngoku yoba bangafunda abantwana kuyo ba noba sowufunde womathu wabuka wawuphangela kodwa ikhaya ulazi.
Wonderful.
Ncedisa kakhulu loo nto uba unika umyalezo yena kubantwana.
Yes.
Nowaphi umntwana.
Yes.
Not only abalapha eGcuwa.
Yes. Hayi.
Umyalezo omkhulu la wenzayo because xa sithetha kuye uyasiva.
That is really true. That is really
nendlebe.
Aye, that is really true.
Siyabulela
Molo sisi. Unjani?
Isebenziswano yakhe. Hayi, usebenza nokuxhasa kamnandi.
Uyavuya ke ngokuthi uhambe njani umsebenzi?
Inhliziyo yami isemafutheni.
Kakhulu ne? Yadade
Ewe.
Hayi ngusisinikiwe ke lona bethuni.
Bonakala naba bengayothandaziwa.
Uthi umoya
imvula. Sithandazela umoya wemvisiswano. Sithandazela ukuba sibe umuntu oyi-1. uThixo wayenza imimangaliso imvula yangathi yeza sathi hamba mvula Thixo yeke namhlanje ingabuya.
That is the Mvula Mafia. bayavana nemvula. Yo, enkosi kakhulu hayi nisebenze kakhulu bantu badala nisebenze kakhulu. Hayi enkosi kakhulu.
Namavila akhutha.
That is true leadership. That is when you are leading a place to start from the bottom if you want to reach the top. So now let's just go home. We've had a good time. This is St. Patrick's College. You can see the people from this village can become something. Anybody can become something. Anyone. And if you come from a village, don't tell yourself, oh, I have to come from a better place than the village. The village is something you should be grateful to come from. And this is so beautiful. So Galaza Multimedia sending you a message out there. Thank you very much, everybody who supported this program and who is supporting it to continue. Help the rural areas. You will see the shine that will come from there will shake the nation. God bless you.
Now that various stakeholders have successfully come together to contribute to a program that has a big impact on the advancement of the youth of the rural communities, which are faced with high rates of poverty, illiteracy, and unemployment. The learners of St. Patrick's Senior Secondary School can now have hope in the promise of a sustainable future.